get the cat, and if he is a brat, dump the fiancé, and then find a new guy who also has a cat, and then you have 2 cats. Problem solved. Welcome to another episode of Bad Life, Good Advice, where we are together today with a cat. We take bad life situations and, tell you how to make them good. With a little common sense, you can make a bad day into a good day. Hopefully. You're welcome.
Or at least a learning opportunity. I'm Jen.
I'm Anya.
Today we are in my daughter's old room. She has moved to the bigger room in the house, and so we have her beautiful mural behind us, and we're just hanging out here.
Yeah.
Which is going to be my office soon.
Very exciting.
Alright, so I guess we'll just get right into it. You'll see rainbow in and out.
Rainbow. Welcome to episode 15. And today we are talking about cats and emus and what can go wrong.
Alright, so let's get to our first dilemma.
Okay.
We're changing up the format a little bit today. We're going to try something a little different. We're going to do one story and one dilemma.
Yep.
And see if, you guys just like that better. For the first dilemma, we have a woman who's in her mid-30s, and she has always wanted a cat. She had cats and dogs growing up, but as an adult, she's never had a chance to get one.
Mm-hmm.
She has a fiancé who is in his late 30s, and he was always totally fine with it. He never really had pets growing up, but he never really cared one way or the other. They've got a stable place, they both have good jobs, and so she's thinking that it's time for a cat. And all of a sudden, he is very much against getting the cat, but his reasons for not wanting a cat aren't normal reasons. He's worried that he is concerned that she's going to like the cat more than she likes him. So is she the jerk if she forces the cat issue?
No. So many things.
Just a couple red flags.
So your fiance is afraid that you're going to like the cat more than him? Get the cat, and if he is a brat, dump the fiancé, and then find a new guy who also has a cat, and then you have 2 cats. Problem solved.
I mean, the cats might hate each other, but that's fine, they're cats.
But maybe only at first. They're cats. They'll forget about the whole situation within a week. Just like how you forgot about a fiancé. Alright, I guess let's dig deeper.
Yeah, I'm not saying this as a crazy cat lady, though I'm leaning that way, I guess, with my cats in my podcast. Though they might be catnapped by Anya.
They might be. If your fiance is jealous of a creature, what are you gonna do if you have a kid?
Yeah.
Is he gonna be like, you're gonna love the kid more than me? Well, yeah, you are, because it's a kid.
You should definitely put more resources into taking care of the child, because children can't do anything themselves, especially the little ones. Whereas grown men can do things by themselves.
I mean, maybe he'll fall in love with a cat and it'll be great, and he's just being scared.
It's just such a weird red flag. I mean, it would be one thing if you started thinking about it and was like, oh man, litter boxes, vet appointments, fleas, trimming their nails.
Ticks.
I get it. If that was the concern, if you've never had a pet and then you start looking into how much work it is, it's a lot of work. However, you're going to love the cat more than me, then that's just so controlling. Because what if you don't have kids? What if you have a niece or a nephew? What if your parent gets sick and you need to take time to take care of them? There are lots of situations where you necessarily can't put your spouse or your boyfriend first. And I don't mean that you don't put that relationship first, you do. But sometimes people need more of your time and resources. Like you said with the baby. This concerns me because it seems controlling.
But I think there's a deeper connection issue you gotta talk to him about. Do you want kids? Do you want baby kids? Do you want cat children? I say you get the cat and see how he responds. And if he responds poorly, then you dump him.
I think that if he tells her that he's afraid of getting a cat and she goes out and gets a cat, it's going to cause a fight. And so, I mean, that's what you want to do. I don't know.
One thing if he was severely allergic to the cat. Is he severely allergic to the cat? Has he been around other cats?
Right, and different cats have different personalities.
They do, they're all particular.
So maybe take him to an animal shelter and meet some cats instead of just coming home with one. The only reason I got my cats is because when I met them, they were so well behaved. One fell asleep on my daughter's lap, and the other one snuggled up and licked me. Rainbow, actually. Look at this. This is what happened when I met her. She did this. So if that happens to him with a cat and he doesn't want the cat, it's over. He doesn't want cats.
You have to decide what you want. Do you want fiance that's kind of controlling and doesn't like cats and wants you to only love him? Or a cat that might love you back? Rainbow's not impressed by this right now.
No.
She's leaving the room.
She's done with it. She's so mad.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, I would say talk to some of your friends about it. And if you don't have any friends anymore because he's alienated them, then you need to get out of this relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But if he just really doesn't like cats and he's just being weird about it, then you have people to talk to, and I want you to get a vibe check with them.
Yeah.
Because we don't have a lot to go on here. All I'm seeing are weird red flags.
Weird red flags for sure.
Yeah. Because lots of people just don't like cats or dogs, and that's not a red flag. I mean, it's a little bit, but that's a personal preference thing, though. That's not scary.
It is manipulative to be, you're gonna love the pet more than me.
Yeah.
That's the thing that bothers me.
Yeah. And especially since he was always okay with it until you went to do it, it feels a little bit like you pulled the rug out from under her. So I don't know what you guys think. We'd love to hear it in the comments. So yeah, I think that's our
advice to you.
Yeah, that's our advice. Get a vibe check and
Mm-hmm.
probably dump this guy.
So for our article, there's a mystery emu found wandering in the city streets in Louisiana. Dustin, Louisiana, or Dustin, Louisiana? Not sure. Anyway, the police in Louisiana were called to help round up a mystery emu wandering in the city streets. They took a picture of him. He's very cute, by the way. He is black and gray and brown. The Lafayette Animal Shelter were involved, and they posted, "Anyone missing an emu? We don't know the sex. It is not housebroken. If you know anything, please give us a call or come by the shelter, because our team and the dogs are very confused." I didn't know you could have a pet emu. I mean, I could see things on a farm.
Yeah, if you owned like a petting zoo or something. But you think that you would have called the local law enforcement and warned them.
Right. And then how fast can an emu walk?
Oh,
Does it run?
They're fast.
They're fast?
They're fast. They're like ostriches. I think ostriches are faster, but only a little bit.
An emu can go up to 31 miles an hour.
Yeah.
It sprints, though.
Yeah, they're fast.
The ostrich is faster at 43 miles an hour, though.
Whoa, 43?
But emus are better for long-distance endurance.
There goes that cross-country.
What if the emu isn't from this town and just ran away?
It's from Arkansas or
Idaho.
Idaho.
I mean, it'd be more logistic for it to be in Arkansas.
Yeah, I think somebody would have noticed it by then. It has to be local to the area.
It's an excellent children's movie. But Big Bird gets kidnapped from Sesame Street and he's forced to live with the Dodo Bird family. And Big Bird's like, "I ain't having this family, they're crazy." So he decides to run away from home to make it back to Sesame Street. Meanwhile, Sesame Street decides to find Big Bird because they've had enough of this too.
No, I haven't seen that.
It's called Follow That Bird. Anyway, the point is, Big Bird is fast on foot and he's Big Bird. So this emu is much faster than Big Bird. So the distance, I could believe it.
Mm-hmm. How does this apply to people's lives? Because this is the things that you don't think apply to your life, but actually it does apply to your life section. Now, if somebody can lose an emu, you can lose your cat or your dog.
It's true. You should have tipped your emu people. That's how you should apply this to your life.
I wonder if they checked it for a microchip.
I don't know.
But if it's a pet for you, then you should get a microchip. I don't know if you do microchip farm animals. I don't know. But that doesn't probably apply to your life. Your cat or your dog, you can in fact microchip. Mm-hmm. And they're statistically more likely to be reunited with you if you have them microchipped.
This emu had to have lived on a farm. Maybe it lived in someone's backyard. This should also be how it applies to your life. Don't have illegal pets.
Do you remember in Ohio when that guy released all of those tigers? Yeah. It was in Zanesville, Ohio. Mm-hmm. And he passed away. And was it like 100 tigers or something? Or dozens of tigers? Yeah, there were a lot of things, but it was a lot of tigers. He was legally allowed to own those tigers. They changed the law after that situation, but he did nothing illegal, well, except for setting them all free. But until that point, he was allowed to have dozens of wild animals. And so I don't know what the laws are in Louisiana. This person, you might be allowed to have a pet emu in certain provinces.
You might be.
So don't get a pet that you can't take care of. That's another takeaway.
Maybe the emu just broke free.
Yeah, that's fair.
Kind of like how Big Bird bugs break the
Fair.
dodo birds.
That's fair.
If you are missing an emu, please contact the Lafayette Police.
Also know that, pets have a mind of their own, so you can be responsible and it's not necessarily your fault, but you gotta be prepared for them to do crazy stuff.
That's very true.
So it might not be the owner's fault. Maybe that fence worked for every other emu, but this particular emu is a new emu, and bam, you just clear it. I imagine they can jump kind of high.
They probably can.
So do your research and be prepared.
Mm-hmm.
My neighbor's dog used to get out all the time, and so he fixed his whole fence. But one day he accidentally left his garbage can too close to the side, and so they used it to run.
What a smart dog.
Yeah, but it's like, well, I mean, what's he supposed to do? He accidentally put his garbage can by his fence. That's not his fault. That's just animals are crazy.
So how does this wrap up our episode? Cats, emus, jealous fiancés. What do you think, Rainbow?
Yeah, any ideas? Any opinions?
You said dump him.
Yeah, she definitely did. I don't know if you necessarily want to take a cat's advice, but if you do, we got cats, we got emus. Pet ownership is a lot of work.
It is.
Things you don't even expect to happen just happen all the time.
You can try to be responsible, and then you have a missing emu in your hands.
It's true.
Be careful if you get an emu, I guess. But also be careful if you get a cat. Be careful who you date.
Yeah, so just do what you can with your pets. Just do the best you can. Enjoy them while you can, and they should be a happy addition to your family.
Yep.
They shouldn't cause strife and conflict.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Even when your cat loves your best friend better than you. No reason to fight about it.
He just bit me, I think. Not hard, people.
Well, if you have any pet-related stories, cat, emu, or otherwise, go ahead and reach out to us at badlifegoodadvice@gmail.com. Or, of course, you can reach us at TikTok, Instagram, or even leave a comment on YouTube, Spotify, etc. All under Bad Life Good Advice.
Mm-hmm.
And until next time.
Until next time, we all hope you have a good life. And as always, we are not therapists. We're not doctors. We're not counselors. We're not lawyers. We're not vets. We have a pet cat, but we don't have a pet emu.
Yeah, I don't own a petting zoo. I don't have any real dinosaurs, just these guys.
I don't know if I'd want a pet dinosaur. Even the baby ones are very vicious. The small ones.
I mean, I have geckos. So one of, the little dinosaurs would be okay. Not the baby, but
We were watching Jurassic Park and I was researching little tiny dinosaurs. And objectively, Google says that even a little tiny dinosaur would still not be a good pet. Because they'd probably bite you very viciously.
I guess it depends. I mean, people have bearded dragons and iguanas and stuff. I mean, they're not snuggly pets.
Have you seen Jurassic Park?
Yes, I've seen Jurassic Park.
If you have a pet dinosaur, they're gonna eat you.
But not if you get a tiny little herbivore. I can't wait until dinosaurs are cloned. We can get them, and I will have one.
Good, you can be eaten by one.
No, I think Rainbow will protect me.
Oh, okay.
Have a good life.
Good life.